to TWF Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. I am Tony Schiavone, here with Trini Kwan and with Corey Graves. And today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, well, hopefully we are going to see and here today, hopefully we're going to see the end between Killer, I guess. Shit. The end between the thing between Killer and Omos. Hopefully that will come to an end, Tony Schiavone says. We do know about 3 months ago when Omos came to the TWF and Montel Vitadius Porter said that that Killer was just taking the stead of Omos until we could get him. Tony Schiavone said that's what Montel Vitadius Porter said. Well, you're right, Tony Schiavone. That is what he said, Trini Kwan said. And at the end of the day, it was, truly a sad thing that he said. Did he mean it? Yeah, I truly think he meant it, Trini Kwan says. Well, you don't know, Corey Graves said, what he meant. Sometimes folks say things they don't mean, And, sometimes folks take things the way they were not meant to be taken, Corey Graves says. So you don't know what Montel Vitadius Porter thought or what he meant when he said it. Corey Graves goes, well, Tony Schiavone said, here's Montel Vitadius Porter now, and here is Omos now, Omos the Ethelin. So about 2 months ago, when Omos came to the TWF, it seems that I may have made a mistake about saying that Killer was a steadholder for Omos. Now, Killer has had many matches with Omos, and we don't even know where he's at. No, we didn't. There we go. And we don't even know, where he's at. And yeah, Omos beat Killer, Killer beat Omos, but I'm here to willingly say that yes, I made a mistake, and I'll man up to that mistake, and hopefully Omos will forgive me for that mistake that I said. Montel Vitadius Porter said, well, here's Omos, Tony Schiavone says, and we wonder if he's going to take the forgiveness. We wonder if he's going to take Montel Vitadius Porter up on his sorry or not, Tony Schiavone says. Well, if he does, Trini Kwan said, he would be dumb. And if Montel Vitadius Porter is being earnest about this whole thing, then I guess if it's an earnest sorry, then he'll take it. If not, Trini Kwan said, how do you know that Montel Vitadius Porter, Trini Kwan goes, how do you know, Tony Schiavone says, how do you know, Corey Graves says, that Montel Vitadius Porter isn't being earnest about saying he was sorry for all the things he said about 3 months ago? Are you a mind reader? Do you know what he meant? You know what he said? Corey Graves says, yeah, Trini Kwan said, we were here about 3 months ago on some show when Montel Vitadius Porter said, and said that that Killer was only taking a stead of Omos. That's what I heard, Trini Kwan said. Well, I heard that too, Tony Schiavone says. And after Montel Vitadius Porter said it, he then backstepped and said, he didn't mean it that way. It shouldn't have been taken that way. So you want me to take your sorry, that you're sorry for what you said about me about 3 months ago, when you started saying that I was nothing more than a steadholder to Omos. Well, I'm here to tell you, if that's so true, if you're truly meaning it, then I'm truly sorry for saying it. Than what you said. Then I will forgive you. Hey, put it here. Hey, what do you know? Corey Graves says. Killer truly forgiven Montel Vertadius Porter. Corey Graves said, well, we all know this is a bind. It's a hang-up. Some kind of stunner lark, Trini Kwan said. This can't be true. Oh no, Tony Schiavone said, I don't know how true it is or not. If it's true or not, if Montel and if Killer truly forgives Montel Vertadius Porter, well, it is what it is. We don't know if he truly forgives him or not. Tony Schiavone says, hey, put it here, Killer. Well, what do you know? What do you know? Montel Vertadius Porter said. I got the team of Killer and Omos, and Killer just took down Montel Vertadius Porter. Omos just dropped down Killer. I guess the sorry is not truly taken to not truly forgiven. Tony Schiavone said, well, I'm just happy to know that Killer would not be that dumb to believe that. Tony Schiavone said, that's right, Trini Kwan said. I'm so happy Killer didn't believe Montel Vertadius Porter. Yeah, now he's going to get the shit beat out of him by Omos. Ding, ding, ding. Well, it looks like we got a match now going now. And Omos taking down Killer right here. Ladies and lords, if you thought that Omos and Killer were on the same team, if you thought that Killer truly forgiven Montel Vertadius Porter, the answer to that asking thing would be no, Tony Schiavone says. Oh, well, Trini Kwan says, Killer's a big man. He's a Effelin too. He can get back into this. Oh, and he just did. Well, there you go. Killer just gave him a body slam, Trini Kwan said, to one Effelin to another, Trini Kwan says. Oh. Well, so much for Montel Vertadius Porter believing that he had gotten, everything at a run and lead between these two. And Killer taking down Omos, beating him up with the same holds that Omos did to him earlier, Tony Schiavone says. This is all wrong, Corey Graves said. This is all wrong. Killer needs to do something. No! Montel Vertadius Porter just stopped Killer, and Omos just dropped him. And the Fight Lord just went down. And thanks to Montel Vertadius Porter, Tony Schiavone said, Omos is going to get another win over Killer here. That's sad, Trini Kwan said, and Montel Vertadius Porter had to help Killer get his win here today on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw. Well, Corey Graves said, that's what you get for not forgiving the man, for striking the man, for not truly taking his sorry. Corey Graves said, 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Omos, the Effelin. Omos, the Ethel. Or Effelin. Well, it looks like Killer didn't do very well here today, Tony Schiavone says. We all know that Killer has not forgiven Omos or Montel Vertadius Porter. And if it wasn't for Montel Vertadius Porter doing what he did, I don't think Omos would have won the match, Tony Schiavone says. Oh, that's right, Trini Kwan said. I think that Killer was going to beat Omos. Omos was in a bind, something that big folks, Effelins, can get into as well. Montel Vertadius Porter didn't like that, and he did what he did. And that's the only grounds why Omos won, was out of what he did, Trini Kwan said. Corey Graves says, you can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, Omos beat Killer. It happened. You saw it. The Reckoning book will say Omos beat Killer. It's not going to say with the help of Montel Vertadius Porter, Corey Graves says. Tony Schiavone and Trini Kwan. Well, now we're going to have Renee Young talk with Killer. Thank you, Tony Schiavone. I'm going to be talking with Killer here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw. Alright, Killer. Things didn't quite go the way you... Well, things didn't quite go the way you wanted them to go. No, I guess they didn't, Renee Young. I mean, do you truly think I was going to forgive Montel Vertadius Porter and Omos? I mean, 3 months ago, he says that I'm nothing more than Killer Steadholder. I was Omos' Steadholder. Omos beat me. I beat Omos. Omos beat me. But only since of Montel Vertadius Porter's help. You see, Omos, you might be a Effelin, and there are a lot of folks out there who are big enough that could be called Effelins. I'm an Effelin too. So why don't we have another match, Omos? Only we'll see if you can beat me without your help of your business overseer, Montel Vertadius Porter. And another little thing going, I know some folks might think, oh, why did you not forgive Montel Vertadius Porter? Why did you not take the sorry? Because I know he was on earnest. I know that he was only playing. It was a stunt. It was a lark. You know? It wasn't true. So, that's how I knew. You know? A man like Montel Vertadius Porter, after 3 months to say, hey, look, he's wrong about me? Yeah. Like I got dumb written all over my leer. Omos, next time we meet, you're mine. Well, that was my talk with Killer. Back to you, Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Killer here today on Monday Night Raw. And it looks like it is all the time we got here for Monday Night Raw or Alone Day Night Raw. I am Tony Schiavone for Trini Kwan and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw or Alone Day Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT. No thanks.